figure, friend, colleague, teammate, and again, the wrestling IQ. That was what so many of the guys we spoke with this week said about Bobby Douglas, one of the most brilliant minds we've ever seen in this sport. We move to 197 pounds now. Rocky Elam and Joey Novak, our first of two matchups tonight that pit wrestlers ranked number 2 and number 3 in the country in the coaches' rankings. Elam and Novak, the top 2 seeds here in Tulsa, handling an extremely deep field at 197 to get here to Saturday night. And Rocky Elam healthy now, and that is pivotal for this young man after he missed last season. He's been energized, Hardell.
Exactly right, and that's one of the things Coach Kevin Dresser said. We kind of have him on a pitch count. You saw the accolades of Rocky Elam as a 4-time All-American, looking to becoming a 5-time All-American and eventual national champion. So, you know, 5, 6, 7 years in college wrestling, you got to be on some type of pitch count and rest your body when you need to.
An energized Rocky Elam is a very dangerous thing. Joey Novak rolls into this match on an 11-match winning streak. The last time he lost was to Rocky Elam at CKLV in early December. And this young man, 28-7 a year ago, 17-2 coming into tonight, has had a magnificent season.
2 returning All-Americans here. Obviously, Novak was an All-American last year. Elam All-American 2 years ago. Elam holds a 3-0 lead head-to-head in these matchups with these guys.
It was a 3-win for Elam over Novak at Cliff Keen. Some sportsmanship from these two young men as we get underway at 197 pounds. Two intensely strong individuals, and Elam already in on a leg, and quickly a takedown whistled for Novak. Just the second time that Elam has been taken down all season. The first was yesterday against DJ Parker of Oklahoma, and even though it was Elam that got to the leg, Novak was the one who seized control.
And here it was, just kind of Merkel, quote-unquote, side-by-side position, and once those hands hit the mat there's his 3 points. And this is Novak's tough in this top position, but Elam's really looking good there for that reversal. I think Novak's just going to cut him. Yep.
He cuts him loose, and it's 3-1. We saw yesterday in the semifinal between Elam and DJ Parker.
Yes.
Nothing gets Rocky Elam out over his skis.
Nope.
Even being taken down, even falling behind in a match, he wrestled through all 3 periods yesterday, worked his way to a commanding 9-4 victory over DJ Parker. He is as experienced as they come.
As they come, right? He walked out once again. I'll use that slogan, cool, calm, and collective. That's how he wrestles, and that's how his mind works in these high-pressure situations.
He is a big 197-pounder, just envelops his opponent.
Yes. And his brother was a heavyweight from Missouri back in the day as well. So, you know, not little dudes, needless to say.
Center.
Elam, a Tiger for 4 years, a 4-time All-American, finished 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 6th over the course of his 4 years with Tiger style.
Here Josh Briscoe letting him know, wrestle through those positions. Wrestle through that.
You'll hear the voice of Josh Briscoe, our lead official, mic'd up here in this 197-pound match. Steve Mirasolo out there on the mat with Josh Briscoe.
See if Elam can get to that single leg, his patent swing single that he likes.
When they met in Vegas, Elam's first takedown took a lot of patience, a lot of persistence to finally work his way through, wrestle the position. It was good defense from Novak for a while before Elam was able to finally score.
Little snap there. Oh.
Hey, let's keep that clean. You're good. You're good. Hey, just be smart. Take his hand. Take his hand.
Oh, man. You heard that one. I heard that in my headset.
Bop, bop. Briscoe keeping it all under control.
Yes.
Says to Joey Novak, you're good. I understand where you're coming from, but
Oh, man.
let's still keep it clean.
Sometimes I would say that was almost like a 2-piece and a biscuit right there. Pop, pop. There's that single.
Elam Working through the crotch. Lifting. A boot in. Novak working to the edge. Only 10 seconds in the period. Elam.
Oh,
outside
man.
the cylinder.
Why was that so key, Mike? 5 seconds left here in that period. That would have been a key sequence if Elam end up getting that. But good job by Novak squaring it back up on the edge of that mat there.
3-1 after one in favor of the Wyoming Cowboy. Mark Branch said that Novak was kind of disappointed about how he performed last year at Big 12s. Finished 5th. Said he came in motivated to this weekend, and he has turned that motivation hard out into success. A very impressive run this weekend to get here tonight, and also impressive to start here in this first period.
Yeah, he's got to have confidence right now. And then also not only that, but defending that single leg that Elam had him in. I thought Elam was going to be able to cut him back, but he wasn't able to.
The escape for Novak, a 4-1 advantage.
So the thing right here for Novak with the 4-1 lead right now in this second period, he has to keep wrestling. Obviously, there's a lot of match still left because Elam's not going to stop wrestling. But once you stop wrestling with this lead early like this in a match, it can come back and bite you.
Branch said Novak used that experience last year here in Tulsa, not just as fuel for this run, but he used it a year ago at the NCAAs as well. Branch said it was a moment of clarity for him to see some of the things that the coaches were trying to communicate to him, and he used all of that on his way to a 5th place finish and an All-American at the NCAAs a year ago. And he's carried that over here into his junior season.
Wrestle through that.
1 minute remaining here in the second period. Novak's just controlling center. He doesn't have to put himself in a bad position. You know, Elam's got to start looking for his attacks. Obviously, that single leg was almost there. Little fake high crotch. But as we spoke about before, he's been in this position before, right? So this match it's far from over right now.
Elam got a heck of a scrap from Cody Merrill in the duel. Ended up winning that one 4-1 in sudden victory.
It was a great match last night.
Action, guys, action.
I like what, there it is again. That's
in
twice and he's gotten in
10
both
seconds
times.
in the period, short time to work with here. Novak waterfalling over the top. Locked hands around the chest. And time will expire in the period.
What do you want? Rep down.
2 singles for Elam. He's gotten in both times, unable to finish. Will the third time be the charm?
Red set.
Mark Branch's Wyoming team took a long break at the tail end of the regular season. They didn't wrestle the final weekend like a lot of teams did. He said that was a strategic choice to give his wrestlers an opportunity to get healthy and ready to go for this tournament. Novak fresh and leading 4-2 as Elam gets the escape as we start this third period. Riding time not a factor. A clean 4-2 advantage for Joey Novak.
There it is again.
Another shot from Elam.
Will the third time be the
Defense through
charm?
the crotch here for Novak.
Here we go.
Elam lifting. Nothing yet. Trying to keep his foot away from the trip attempt from Elam. Water falling over the top again.
Neutral.
Good job by
Still nothing
Elam.
for Elam, but working closer. Elam's got the takedown.
Stalemate, no change.
Third time was the charm, right? He got in there 2 times before. That time he finished. He had plenty of time left, was able to get that leg up, fought through a couple of those little battles there. That shin whizzer ends up scoring a 3-point takedown. Now he's got a 5-4 lead.
And now Joey Novak is going to have to force the action here in the final minute and 10 seconds.
And what Elam's game plan is here now is ride and stay on top. Do the hard things. Finish this match on top. And he is tough on top.
If Novak can get loose, it would tie the match. Elam cannot get to a minute of riding time. So it all comes down to whether or not Novak can get loose. We mentioned the length, the size of Elam at 197 makes him very good on top. Maybe a reversal. Nothing yet.
We're good yet.
Still inbound.
That's
You hear the call from Briscoe saying Red's still in control.
Yep.
And still 19 seconds.
No change, easy. No change.
Mark Branch is going to bring the brick out here.
Down, still down. Here we go.
At least considering it, and they will toss the brick.
What are they counting? There's lots of control.
They're going to try and ask for a loss of control here. It did look like Novak at one point was working close to a reversal.
It's almost like, I know he was going for that reversal in that position, but it's almost here if he could have just got his 1 point. Let me see if that's even possible, if he could have just broke away. But he slid down, turned into him.
That's not a reversal.
No reversal there.
But is it a loss
That
of
could have been
control
loss of
for
control
Elam?
there when both hands were here. Yep. And then they start going back there, but man, savvy wrestling.
I don't see anything to overturn. There's nothing indisputable. I mean,
Because he was there, but then he kind of came back on top. So,
I mean, not there. Just a slight tag walk. Yeah, find out there. Right?
like I said, that's one of those positions when you're down by one.
Separation and lots of control, so they can still do that. Red's still being control, and I'm still saying right there out. Right there out. After further review, call the match.
Stands.
After further review, the call the match stands. No change. It's upheld. Down.
No change at all. No escape. Certainly no reversal. 16 seconds now to work with for Novak. Great to hear Briscoe and Mirasolo talk through the thinking and what they were seeing there on that review. A caution called against Elam on the restart.
1 second.
They're going to put a second back on, put it back to 16 seconds. Again, riding time not a factor here, so Novak just needs an escape, and he will pull even. If Elam can ride out, he's the champ at 197 pounds.
Like I said, that's one of those situations where you just made a look to get your 1 point. And now he's just going to hold him. There's no stall calls.
The mat return. Novak trying to get loose. A peek at the clock. 5 seconds. Elam hanging on. And will. Joey Novak. For the third time in his career, a conference champion. Two Big 12 titles, a MAC championship for Rocky Elam. And he takes it at 197 pounds, a good scrap and a 5-4 final. And Rocky Elam is back atop the podium here in Tulsa.